in 6 games. The Hall of Famer, Earvin Magic Johnson, back here with us. And Magic, I want to get back to something you said earlier. You said the Lakers will repeat, not might, will repeat. And then you mentioned something about LeBron, MJ, neck and neck. Can you please expound upon that? Because I'm sure Stephen A. wants to respond.
No, I said he gets that next one. It's going to be hard not to say he's right there with MJ. I said the next one, which will be 5, because it's hard to say 6 and 4. It's hard to say he's overtaken Michael at 4 championships. So I think that once he wins and also repeats, the key word here is repeat. That puts him in a good, that's a good argument right there. I love where LeBron is going. He's with the right organization. And I think that Rob Pelinka, we talked about it last night. You add a piece to what they already have, and they're going to be right there.
Well, listen, I'm not going to argue with you about this now. We'll have plenty of time to get into that in the future. And I don't want to sit up there and come across as remotely disrespectful to the king at this particular moment in time. He's the champion. He deserves it. I'm real proud of him. LeBron's got a lot to be proud of. No mistake about it. I got him number 2 or 3 on Mount Rushmore, really number 2. I don't think that's disrespectful or hating on him at all. Having said that.
That's right.
You and I were talking last week, Magic, and you talked about how no champion who repeats fails to tweak something along the way. Well, let me throw this by you. Anthony Davis has a player option. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has a player option. And after Danny Green missed that shot, even though it was stupid for people to get at him the way that they did, he is getting paid $15 million. Caldwell-Pope is only at $8 million. He gonna want his money. Okay, so I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the Avery Bradleys of the world with a player option. If you gonna tweak something, what are you gonna tweak? And are you sure, Magic Johnson, that Anthony Davis is gonna stay?
I am positive Anthony Davis is coming back. Listen, this has been the greatest situation for Anthony Davis and the Lakers. Anthony Davis now is known across the world, right, because of the platform of the Lakers. And then him and LeBron again next season, man, they can repeat. You don't want to leave here and not have a guy like LeBron James playing alongside of you, because the same thing happened, what happened in New Orleans, what happened to Anthony Davis again. They make each other better. And then last but not least, this is the great thing. When LeBron retires, he just says, here, Anthony Davis, it's your team now. You go on and lead the Lakers to the next 5 or 6 championships. So I think
time
it's
for
ideal.
Luka to get there.
I'm not worried about Luka right now. We can't worry about Luka right now. We're talking about right now.
Who are you going to pair with AD? You're going to be the next superstar is going to pair with him.
Hey, that's right. Luka, come on to the Lakers. I like that. I like that. But Anthony Davis also loves living in Los Angeles, too.
Magic, I want to talk about what this year means versus next year. So there will be those who say, and it's legitimate, the Warriors weren't around. Steph was hurt and all this stuff. Now, I think the Warriors, before they got KD, were looking at a LeBron-led team that had a crew and thought, oh, no, we can't beat them. Remember, they didn't have Kyrie or Kevin Love when they barely beat him in 6 games, when Dellavedova was the second-best player. Then LeBron came back and beat him the next year. Then they got KD. That's not even fair. But it leads me to the following thought. Warriors are going to reload. They're not coming into next season just with Steph and Clay and Dre. There's no Iguodala there anymore. There's no KD. They're going to reload. They're going to try to take it to the next level on the Lakers. What about dealing with a reloaded Warriors team next year?
Of course, you know, I'm fans of Steph and Clay, right? I hope that they come back and they're healthy. And then I love Draymond Green, the former Spartans. You know, I'm always cheer for Draymond Green. But at the end of the day, the Lakers will still be the team to beat. I think if Golden State is healthy, and I'm sure they're going to make a good move. I don't know if they'll keep that second pick or not. They will be the second team. I think Denver, the way they're finished, and Murray and Jokic, I think they'll be the third team, and then the Clippers will probably be the fourth team. So I think those will be the 4 powerhouses in the West. And I still think with now with the experience that the Lakers got, especially all the other guys. Forget LeBron, but Anthony Davis got championship experience. KCP got championship experience. You know, I can keep going. All those guys now will come back and be better next season.
Rondo looks like he could do this forever.
Hold on, Max. Magic, I just want you to, before you leave, I want you to address two topics. Number one,
Okay.
Max Kellerman calling Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world for the last year until he had to throw in a oops. You can address that, but number two, and more importantly, you know, I was of the mindset that if the Clippers were to win this year, it would have been that much tougher for the Lakers because now you gotta overcome that because another team learned how to win. I want to know, because the Clippers have not won and now you've got them fourth, how much damage have they done to their franchise with Kawhi and Paul George in light of the fact that they weren't able to get it done this year?
Well, I think the Clippers, listen, what's missing with the Clippers, they just don't have a leader. And see, a superstar can be a superstar. So Kawhi is a superstar, and he plays both ends of the court. Paul George, I think, is a star emerging. He could be a superstar. But you need somebody to lead the team. See, LeBron James is both. He's the best player in the world, but he's also the greatest leader in the world. So I think that's what's missing with the Clippers. And the fact that, you know, they had talked all season how they wanted the Lakers, and they had their opportunity, but they came up short. And I want to give Rondo a lot of credit here. People thought I was crazy when I said you need multiple ball handlers to win, not just putting all the pressure on LeBron James to create shots for his teammates. We needed a second guy to do that, so when LeBron sat on the bench, Rondo could come in and do the same thing. Man, he was definitely playoff Rondo. I know he hates that term, but this young man took his game to a whole nother level. Last night, he proved again why he's so special, why he's great as not only a basketball player, but also a leader. Because if you look at our team, this guy was the second leader. I'm talking about in practice, in the locker room, film session. It was him and LeBron who took over the team. So, Rondo, thank you for signing with the Lakers, believing in the strategy to rebuild the Lakers, because he was a key piece of us winning it as well. So, Anthony Davis and LeBron James and Rondo as well.
That's a great point. His second ring, 14th season. Springfield, Massachusetts might be calling his name now.
2 IQs on the court with LeBron
That's right.
and Rondo.
And Molly, before I go,
yeah.
I knew I wanted Ty Lue to be in that position as a Laker coach, but I want to give Frank Vogel a lot of credit. Every single series, he made defensive adjustments.
Yeah.
That's a great coach. Frank Vogel did an outstanding job.
No question, especially how he switched it up last night, and we saw how they came out unbelievable from the jump. Magic, always a pleasure to see you. Hope we get to see you in person soon. Stay safe. All the best.